Man, this little... Anyways. Right, so... Bro, I'm looking like a... Ba-da-ba-ba-ba. Anyways, so this video is about an infinite happiness hack. That's right. Many of you must have heard of the table analogy, where your happiness is like a table supported by different factors, and when one of them falls or crumbles, the rest of the table gets affected, of course. So let's say you're in a relationship and it's a primary factor of your joy. You break up and things topple over and you get depressed as a result of actions. Now, the problem with this is that you've made a variable enter your... In the first place, this happened because you let a variable be in control of your happiness. What you need to do is you need to take on things that you're in control of. For example, you see that's my guitar. Playing the guitar or the piano makes me happy, right? And that's one of the things that make me joyful when I'm feeling down, let's say. Instead of relying on friends or on lovers or on family or on my job, right? Because those things are a bit less in your control unless you're self-employed and blah blah blah. But nonetheless, things that depend on other people make it so that you are not in full control. You need to be autonomous over your joy. And as I said, in order to achieve that, you need to practice hobbies, or you need to have passions. To list a few examples from myself that make me happy, I have reading, writing, piano, guitar, and exercise. To develop these passions, you don't need anything crazy. You don't need to develop these passions, you don't need a gym, you don't need an instrument, you don't need anything, right? If I was to cover through... Alright, to read, you need a book, fine, sure, but if you want to play music, you may simply sing or play a rhythm with your hands. If you want to exercise, just get on the floor, do some push-ups, you know, like whatever. It doesn't need to be anything grand or anything of the sort. Just make sure that you can make it so that it motivates you and then it brings passion into you. Through careful work, you'll be able to then create... Through careful work, you'll be then able to create a table which has marble legs, as I've heard somewhere before, and that is way more sturdy. Not like that. That's way more sturdy than something fragile that's dependent, right? Rather than autonomous. So, by doing so, you'll be able to be a greater gift to those around you and to yourself. Because when you're a happy person, you can give out that energy. You cannot give energy that you don't possess. And so being a happy person will let you do happy things with happy people. And people will then actually get attracted to that energy of yours and come seek you out, right? They'll be in a pinch or in a situation when they're sad or in the dark. They'll say, that's a joyful person right there, let me reach out to them, see how they're doing. And bada boom, bada bing. So for yourself, try to list out quickly things that you like to do, that you enjoy doing, or that you would like to do and that you think you'd enjoy to do, that do not depend on other people. For example, you may say, I like to go partying, right? But only when I go with friends. When I go alone, it's not so fun. Well, in that case, don't count that, right? If you like to do something like going on walks, or I enjoy with people, but I also enjoy alone, then do that, right? Every now and then, go on a nice little walk by yourself. If you like reading, read, and then write about the things that you read, right? When you watch a video, practice the things that you watch in the video. And yeah, don't just be stagnant and take no action. Take action. I like suffering. I like suffering, for example, because it reminds me of my practice of stoicism. And so it's cold as hell over here. We don't even turn the heating on because what are we, week, but I walk around with just this on, like I'm literally naked right now, and and I really enjoy it, right? It's like my thing for me. Sometimes, even though I've got the comfiest bed in existence, I sleep on the floor just to kind of like ground myself and to enjoy it, because I like going through discomfort, right? Not in like a weird way or anything like that, just, but maybe it is kind of weird. Anyways, kind of a different topic, but it relates. This lesson is the same as love, right? Don't look for love externally, because you must first develop it innerly, and then when you have your own, you probably heard of this example as well, like a glass full of love, right? And then fill it up yourself without seeking it outside, and then when it's overflowing, the things that overflow, you give it to other people, and these overflowing things will generate more, because in giving we receive anyways. So the more love you give, the more you get. But when your cup isn't full, don't try and seek it in other people, nor give it to others. Give it to yourself. A good practice is to look in the mirror, and I love doing this. I always crack a laugh or two. Look in the mirror and say something like, no, I'm not gonna do that. Say something like, I love you, my name, right? And then say it 3 times or something, and then smile to yourself. It'll be tough not to get that the little cringe and like tickle when yourself, where you're kind of, I don't know, embarrassed and shy. I wouldn't do it in front of others, because I am personally embarrassed and shy. I want to do it, but it's something we can aim towards. And then when you have an overflowing cup of love, people will feel even more attracted to that energy of yours. So yeah, that's pretty much it. And yeah, I'm trying to edit a video for the first time, as this would have resulted. Let's see how it goes, and yeah, peace out.